Welcome to Fourth and Go Halloween edition. We've got Janie.
Morning.
We also have Jill and Eric.
Hey.
We've got Tommy.
Hello.
And we have a special guest today with us all. The one and only, the Ripper.
Yo, what's up, guys? Let's get it.
Everybody. All right, everybody. Welcome to Fourth and Go Halloween edition. How's everybody doing today in the chat? Who do we have here today? So, looks like we have Joe, CPP fam. How you doing, bud? Joe says, good morning, everybody. We also have Killin' Time. Killin' Time, how you doing today? We got our one and only Judd C. Judd, how's it going? Look at Flower. Flower's ready.
Ready.
Yep. We also have Walmart. Hey, Wally, how you doing, bud? Walmart 1, 2. Oh, yeah, okay. And then we have Mary Lou. Let's go. Butterfinger's here. Hey, Butterfinger, how you doing? We also have Sugar Bean. Sugar, how you doing?
Bean.
Your team's looking pretty damn good, I have to be honest.
Oh, boy.
Yep. Big Daddy Fishing. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, look at this. We have Cruppy here. Sup fuckers. All right. Tom B in the house. All right. That's awesome. Then we also have, let's see here, 3D,
Ooh, 3D Pops made it.
Nice to see you, 3D Pops.
Absolutely.
And look, we also have PHI. Hey, PHI, how you doing? Good catch yesterday, I heard. I didn't actually see it yet, but I will see that soon. Oh, look, we got Shea Base here. Oh, look at that. That's a cool logo there. I like that with the flowers.
Yes, I like that.
That's pretty
she's probably
cool.
on her way to church, and she's just going to tune in.
Yep. So Flower says, congrats to WPG for the exciting win against the Alouettes yesterday.
That's right.
Yeah, it's WPG.
Yeah, the Liza nail biter.
Yeah. And we got not Stifler's mom. About time Day shows up. I don't know who that is, but the name must have been changed, I'm guessing. Anyways, how's everybody doing today? Did you guys all enjoy last week's games?
I sure did.
Yeah, we actually had some pretty big ones. The one that stands out to me real good was the Thursday night game, which was, who was that? That was
the Vikings and the Rams.
The Vikings and the Rams, baby.
Yep. The Vikings and
with
the Rams.
The upset.
Pretty much an upset, I would say.
Upset, definitely.
The Vikings let me down big time.
Yeah. Well, you know what though? That's what they say, right? You know, that's usually any given Sunday, but that's any given Thursday as well, too, right? Oh, yeah. We got Caps in the house. Hey, Cap, how you doing, bud? But yeah, so lot of big games happened, and we're definitely starting to get to these moments now where some of these teams where you think are just slaughtering people, they may have some more problems down the line. 3D Pop says, as a Raiders fan, I don't think I'll enjoy another Sunday this year. That could be true, right? I forget though, Cap, who was your team again? I forget.
I know Cap's team. It's the Eagles.
The Philadelphia Eagles. Okay, well, you know, that's always been a great franchise too. You know, they're definitely listed as, you know, one of my, I guess you would say, you know, rivals or enemies, but I definitely have to show respect where it's due, and that's a team you got to respect. I don't know. Well, even this year, they're doing pretty damn good still too, so that's good. What else we have here? Shay says, I gave the
I love you, Shay. Thank you for that.
From all of us to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Raiders, huh? What do we got here? I will definitely keep my Broncos as my defense in fantasy. Yep. Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yes, good idea.
Flower wants to know, did Judd bump his head? Let's see, why is that? Because of the Go Jets? I don't know.
I think so.
We got
Jets,
Oscar's
Jets,
in the
Jets.
house. Good morning, Oscar. There's
morning.
Sparky. Sparky's a Lions fan today.
Whoop, whoop. Yes.
Yep.
Who are they playing today?
The Tennessee Titans.
Ooh,
Oh, they're gonna wipe the floor with them, bro.
absolutely.
Yeah, Tennessee's pretty good. I agree with you.
Tom B with the Jets, Jets.
Oh yeah.
They're coming, Tom. They'll wake up one of these games. They'll wake up.
Yeah, so Judd needs them to beat the Pats to stay in the pool. Yeah, we got a hell of a competition with that CPP Survivor pool going on right now.
Oh boy.
That's really good.
I think the Jets will do all right.
Yep.
Survival of the fittest.
The Ripper's up here today too. Cap should come up for one of the shows. Absolutely, I'd love to have Cap up. Yeah, I'll definitely hit you up in Gilded one of these weekends here if you don't mind, Cap, if you'd like to. Yep, Tom says Jets. Shay says Tom B, CPP, Tom. All right, now this is a comment we can all get behind, right? We always stand behind the Cowboys. And I think that there's much truth to that saying. I don't know, man. My team looks really bad right now, so I don't know.
How dare you, Judd?
Why? No, really hope the Lions win today, any given Sunday. Wow, with the punch too. Oof.
Savage.
I know.
That's tough.
I know.
That's tough.
Oh my goodness. We're gonna have a talk later, young man.
Well, anyways, guys, we do have RIP Preds up with us today as one of our guests today. Rip, I see that, and I've known you for a while, and I know that at one point you were, pretty into the Patriots. Does that still ring true today, or?
Oh yeah, they will always be my team. I know they're not doing the greatest. It seems like the offense is starting to get going, but now the defense is falling behind. So I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, well, I mean, for that team was, oh my God, how many years were they feared so much? With Brady behind
for like what, 20 years? About 20 years?
Well, I mean, it maybe not 20, but definitely some time there for sure. They were just unstoppable, and even this year, you kind of go, well, they don't look so good, but then they're still kind of pulling out a win or two here or there. So, I don't know. Is that a team that we think in the next couple of years could be a real good contender again? I don't know. That's a good question, right?
I think so, but they'll have to be in the process of rebuilding.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you guys think a rebuilding process looks like as far as how many years? Couple?
Oh, yeah.
It usually depends because some teams can pull it off probably within 5 years. Some do take a lot longer. So I don't know.
Look at the Houston Texans last year. They went into a rebuy, got a first round pick, really, really late round, and look where they are. It could take one season, you guys. One season.
It could.
It doesn't have to take 5 years. When you're really, really bad and you grab a top notch quarterback like they did, look at them now. They're really, really good, right?
Yeah.
So Broncos are in rebuild mode right now. I think we're well over halfway there. And we just started this year.
Yeah,
sometimes
a very young
a lot of years.
quarterback.
That's it. It depends. Yep.
Yeah, you're right, Tommy. And the Broncos, they are definitely starting to trend upwards now, which is great.
Yep, it's all about getting the right combination once they hit that. And I think the Broncos, they've already had that defense. Now they've got this young quarterback that is literally going out there and not afraid. He's not afraid to give it all.
But we didn't have that defense. What happened this year is we got rid of all of our superstars and let all the young, hungry players in there. and they're number 2 in the NFL. Like, they didn't expect that. You just got to get lucky,
Right.
good coaching, and then I think a good combination, like you said, of a good coach, good quarterback together. They work together,
Mhm.
and I don't
Yep.
think it takes 5 years anymore. I really don't.
No, I agree with you, Tommy. I think it's happening a lot faster, and I do see that happening with the Broncos, and it's exciting because, like I said last week, and continue to say, if you look at the season as a football game, we're only in the first quarter. There's a lot to go yet. There's trades coming up. November 5th is the deadline, and
Yeah,
they're working
gonna be a lot of that.
together. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So it's exciting.
it is
Speaking
exciting.
of how teams are doing, let's take a look at how we're doing. We can definitely give you an update here on our picks for this season. So right now, I mean, it's just amazing. I don't know how this happens, but I am in first place still again after
Yeah.
7 weeks.
Imagine that.
I actually had 8 wins last week, which brings my total to 55. Second place, we have Janie with 9 wins last week, brings her total to 53. So she's pretty dang close here. Third place, we actually have, well, I'm sorry, Janie and the chat are tied. The chat had 9 wins last week too at 53. So third place right now would be Tommy with 7 wins last week at 46. And then we have Eric and hosting, we have 8 wins at 44. So, everybody's still way in it. I mean, we're not even halfway through the season, but that kind of gives us an update. I think, when we all pick the same teams and one person just picks that odd one and they win, boy, does that kind of give you that boost. But we'll see what happens as we continue on down the path here.
That's what happened with me last week. I told you I was going to catch up with you, and I went against everybody else and picked the Browns. Right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you sure did. Absolutely. Yeah, Cleveland, they beat Cincinnati. So, all right. But we'll come back to the picks here within due time. Just a reminder for everybody, we were having this discussion prior to the show starting is, next November 3rd would be next Sunday. We have daylight saving time ends. So, there's a real good chance that some of the regions could be an hour later, but there's still some confusion on that. I believe it is an hour later for everybody across the board, but we'll have to cross that bridge when we see that. So, the show will always be 1.5 hours before kickoff, wherever your time zone is. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so it looks like we want to get right into some of the things. Since this is a Halloween edition, let's go ahead and play some of these Halloween videos that we have. Here's one that we thought was
let's go.
But why do I always feel like I'm in the twilight zone and I always feel like somebody's watching me and I have no privacy.
Yeah, so it looks like that was some of the football players that enjoyed the Halloween. Here's another one here. These guys represent the different candies. Power Pack.
Hey, I like the Reese's one. That's my
I
favorite.
did too.
Pretty good. All righty. Let's see here. Okay. So with that being said, I'd like to actually get into maybe some of the injury reports here that we have. So why don't we go ahead and let's go ahead and get here. All right, chillin' Eric, what you got for us today?
All right. As you know, I always try to streamline it, but we still kind of got a lot. So bear with me here. I'm going to do my best to make this interesting. So starting off with the Cincinnati Bengals. Injury of note there. T. Higgins, wide receiver, questionable with a quad. After that, we have the Baltimore Ravens, who have a slew of injuries. A big note, Zay Flowers wide receiver, one of their best wide receivers, out with an ankle, and he's not out, he's questionable with an ankle injury. But they have 4 cornerbacks injured and 2 running backs injured, including Rashid Ali and Keaton Mitchell for their running backs. So I don't know how that's going to go. They still got Lamar Jackson, though, so anything can happen. Then we got the Cleveland Browns with their running back, Jerome Ford, out with a hamstring. Tennessee Titans, Will Levis, shoulder injury, questionable on him. And then we got some stuff for the Detroit Lions. I missed a notable one last week. Aiden Hutchinson, he's out for the season, as we all know. But also something that happened with, he's not injured, but he's out. Wide receiver Jameson Williams suspended because he accepted a 2-game suspension for violating the NFL's performing enhancing substance policy. So he will be out for 2 games. On to the Miami Dolphins. Wide receiver Tyreek Hill is questionable with a foot injury.
Oof.
New York Jets. Alan Lazard will be doubtful with a chest injury. New England Patriots. Jalen Polk, wide receiver, out with a concussion. They also have a guard, Layden Robinson, out with an ankle. Ooh, the Patriots kind of have a lot, to be honest with you. They got a defensive end, Keon White, as well as a linebacker, Sion Tech. I can't pronounce that name, Takiti. But they have a good amount out as well, such as tackles, linebackers, stuff like that. Linemen, that's a big deal. Need people blocking for you. All right, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, big one for them. Mike Evans out with a hamstring injury. Wide receiver, another one of note, Chris Godwin. So 2 of their really good receivers are out. Got the running back, Bucky Irving, questionable. And then on to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Just one of note for them, their running back, Travis Etienne. His name is hard to pronounce as well, but he is out with a hamstring questionable, and he's probably their best running back on the Jaguars. New Orleans Saints, the only thing real of note is Derek Carr is still out. He's out for the whole season. Seattle Seahawks, wide receiver DK Metcalf is out with a knee, or doubtful with a knee, but I read that he was going to be out. They're probably not going to play him. Carolina Panthers, Andy Dalton has a right thumb injury, so that's rough for them. I'm not sure who they're going to play in his place. They might play, I don't know. I'm not even going to speculate on that. Kansas City Chiefs, wide receiver Juju Smith-Schuster, hamstring, out. That's big for them because they have issues with wide receiver, I feel like, in the Chiefs. Cornerback Jalen Watson is out with an ankle. Las Vegas Raiders, wide receiver Jacoby Myers is out with an ankle. And Gardner Minshew, I believe, is still injured as well. Dallas Cowboys, huge for them. Micah Parsons, ankle, out. Micah
Still
Parsons
out.
is probably the heartbeat of that deep. Yeah, that's what it was saying, man. Tight end John Stevens, out with a knee. And linebacker Eric Kendricks, ones of note for them. 49ers, wide receiver Juwan Jennings, can't talk, out with a hip injury, and a big one for them again, Deebo Samuel. He has a wrist/illness, so he's questionable. So he might come. I didn't read anything either way on that one. And finally, the last one of note would be the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they got the wide receiver Roman Wilson out with a hamstring. And the running back, Cordell Patterson, doubtful. So that would be your injury report, the notes, I would say, because there's a lot more than that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, some big players there. Awesome. Thank you, Eric, for that. You guys won't believe this. We do have exclusive footage right now. It looks like taken from the Raiders Stadium. I can't believe this. Here it is. Shay talked about this earlier.
Boom.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love it.
Get it, Shay.
Love you, girl.
Get it, girl.
awesome. All right. Well,
That's my dog.
right. Okay, well, very good. Thanks again for the injury report. Let's go right into. All right, Katie, why don't we go ahead? Let's take that away.
All right. Thank you, JFez, and thank you, Eric. So last week, the big game was the Lions and Vikings. Lions traveled to Minnesota to face the Vikings, who were undefeated this season at their home field. That game kept fans on both teams on the edge of their seats and probably taking some blood pressure meds. But something had to give with Detroit's top-ranked scoring offense squaring off against Minnesota's third-ranked scoring defense. It was an early NFC North showdown between the top two teams in the division. It's always exciting when these two teams play each other. In fact, it was late last season that the Detroit Lions became the division champions for the first time in 30 years when they won in Minnesota. And they departed this time with another memorable and resilient performance, putting them back on top of not only the NFC North, but the entire conference. The win improved Detroit's record to 5-1 on the year, and the Lions have now started consecutive seasons at least 5-1 for the first time since the franchise relocated to Detroit in 1934. I've been waiting for this for a long ass time. At halftime, both teams were facing their first double-digit deficit of the season. It was a back-and-forth physical showdown right to the final seconds of the game, and that's what football is all about. The Vikings came out on fire and built an early lead in the opening minutes of the game when Detroit faked a punt on a 4th and 7 and fumbled, giving Minnesota their first touchdown and a 7-0 lead. On their next possession, they built that lead to 10-0 with a 57-yard field goal by Will Reichert. But the Lions stayed composed and did what they're known for, and that is responding. The Vikings had a 2nd and 8 at the Detroit 43-yard line with just under 6 minutes to play in the first half when Darnold tried to fit a ball over Branch and into the arms of wide receiver Jordan Addison at the Lions' 25-yard line. And that's when Brian Branch made an incredible leaping interception at the Lions' 28-yard line. Now, with possession of the ball and leading 14-10, Goff and the offense took it home, going 72 yards in 9 plays and a second touchdown run by Gibbs. Detroit's dominant performance, which includes aggressive play calling and a few trick plays, comes from Coach Dan Campbell's aggressive and relentless coaching style. And the Lions players have embodied that, putting them in a legitimate playoff contention. Jared Goff was nearly flawless again, completing 22 of 25 passes for 280 yards, 2 touchdowns, and posting a 140 passer rating. He also made NFL history, becoming the second player to post at least a 72% completion rate, throw 2 or more touchdowns, and a record passer rating of 110 or higher in 4 straight games in a single season. The only other player to achieve this? 7-time Super Bowl champion Tom Brady, which is probably why he has so much praise for Goff and the Lions right now. Going into that game, Coach Campbell had said we talked about patience, keeping our composure, communication, and an attitude. And our guys did that. We didn't bat an eye when things appeared to start going a little south. In the second quarter, Gibbs rushed for 116 yards and 2 of the Lions' touchdowns. He also helped Jared Goff guide the Lions 48 yards in 4 plays while forcing the Vikings to burn all 3 of their remaining timeouts and set their rookie kicker, Jake Bates, up for a 44-yard field goal in the final 15 seconds of the game to seal the deal and a 31-29 victory for the Lions. So are the Detroit Lions the class of the NFC? Well, there's still a lot of football left to be played, but it would be hard to make a case otherwise after 7 weeks of grit and grind football. Even Super Bowl winning coach John Gruden poured some major praise on Goff this week in an interview on Pardon My Take, saying that Jared Goff is starting to look like Joe Montana. He plays with continuous movement, he completes almost every pass, and he's tough as hell. So, JFaz, that was a big game, and the hype was big leading up to it. I think we have a clip of that. Can you show that, please?
Yeah, I mean, we're not gonna, put Detroit on the top every time, going forward, just so everybody knows will be the last of it.
Yeah,
Well,
here we are.
they're gonna have to start, losing or not playing so well for that.
Oh,
to
they
happen.
will in the playoffs. Don't worry.
Here's a nice video about Detroit. Yeah, we'll let it roll.
First things first, I'ma say all the words inside my head. I'm fired up and tired of the way that things have been. Oh, ooh, the way that things have been. Oh, ooh. Second thing, second, don't you tell me what you think that I can be. I'm the one at the sail, I'm the master of my sea. Oh, ooh, the master of my sea. Oh, ooh. I was broken from a young age, taking my soak into the masses, writing my poems for the few that look at me, took at me, shook at me, feeling me, singing from heartache, from the pain, taking my message from the veins, speaking my lesson from the brain, seeing the beauty through the. Oh my goodness!
Yeah, very nice.
Yes, I like that clip, and especially because not everybody knows, but the Vikings are my second team, so that was special. It's always fun when they play, but it's nerve-wracking too for me.
Yeah, that one really works out well for you. Both of your teams right there.
Exactly. That's why I chose that clip. But anyways, and of course,
unfortunately, that's the team that got me eliminated.
Yep.
I know. Got a lot of
Same.
people. A
Huge
lot of people
disappointment.
eliminated. It was like we said, it was the upset. But of course, after a victory like that, the locker room afterwards is always hyped up with a lot of game balls and excitement and stuff. So we got a clip of that too.
Mr. Bates! Where's Bates at? Get up here, Bates! Give the man his ball! Give the man his ball! Give the man his ball!
Hey, how about the offense getting us in position, man, with like a minute and a half left, getting down there, man. We trust you guys with everything. And then field goal line, man, I know that's like the worst job in the world. I really appreciate you guys. And then Hogan and Jack, man.
He won his stats, he won the game. All right, I got one. Offense, 15 rushes, 116 yards. All right, 4 receptions, 44 yards, got us down there, 160 all-purpose yards. Let's go, Jaw, get up here, man.
I couldn't do any of this without y'all, coaches, players, the whole organization. Too. But yeah, like we say, only team that could beat us is ourselves. So let's take every game week by week. I love y'all. So.
Stay with me on offense. 8 receptions, 112 yards, 1 touchdown. Mr. St. Brown, let's go. Love y'all, man. All right, hey, last one on defense, man. 4 tackles, 1 interception, 2 pass breakup. Really had a punch up for touchdown. All right, BB, come back up here.
Love y'all.
Hey, listen, man, to say that I'm proud of you would be the massive understatement. That's the way to come in here. Everything we talked about from the time we got to halftime to the way we had to finish it out, man. Composure, right? Communication, attitude, patience. My God, man, you guys didn't bat an eye. I love this freaking team. I love the coaches. I love the players. I love everything about it, man. We are so freaking hardened. Even when it doesn't go the way we want it to, man, you find a way. That is an outstanding win. We are 1-0 in the division, gentlemen. That's one. Break it down.
Hey, bring it in. Hey, big boy win there. Division win on the road. Keep it going. Win on 3, 1, 2, 3. Win.
Yeah, that's that coach has a lot of passion. It sure sounds like.
Yes, he does. Campbell and Goff together, they're the one. He's the coach that made the difference to turn this team around. And
Yep.
I'm excited about it. And guys, I promise you, if they start losing, I'm going to talk about that just as passionately, maybe with a few tears in my voice, but I'm going to talk about it. I
Yeah,
promise.
Just
Yeah,
the
you are.
excuse bus will come out. It'll be the excuse bus.
Yep.
No, I promise you, I will be totally fair about this. I promise you.
The referees blew it for us. That was bullshit.
Tommy, you remember how I totally screwed up at that playoff game last year, and so I'm not going to do that this year. I'm trying to stay humble here. All right, so moving on, we're going to go on to the Cowboys, who are returning today after their Week 7 bye. And despite the collective bargaining agreement saying that players must have 4 consecutive days off during the bye week, the Dallas Cowboys took 6 after their disappointing 47-9 beatdown by the Lions. Maybe getting completely away from things was better than 1 or 2 practices for them. But the season hangs in the balance as the Cowboys head west to play a team that has been nothing but kryptonite to the Cowboys over the past 3 seasons. They will face off with the San Francisco 49ers at Levi's Stadium today. It's this evening's. Dallas is currently at 3-3 and facing an uphill battle and a must-win situation, considering the standings in the NFC East, with the Washington Commanders leading the way at 5-2, followed by the Philadelphia Eagles at 4-2. But quarterback Dak Prescott had a message to his teammates before they departed for their 6-day reset. He said, "Look in the mirror. Go watch these 6 games over this bye week. Take a few days off, reset, and be ready when we get back in that building Monday to refocus and do every single thing that you can to help this team. Everybody has a role, whatever that role may be. Make sure you understand what it is. And if it's bigger than what it was a few weeks ago, if it's smaller, whatever it may be, figure out a way to be the absolute best." With 11 games left, we're going to take them one at a time. San Fran's next. So as we watch these 6 games, go ahead and get a jump start on a couple of their games and be ready to refocus after this reset. So with that in mind, let's take a look at these 2 teams that will meet later today. Both the Cowboys and the 49ers entered this season as top contenders in the NFC, following 3 straight double-digit winning seasons and playoff appearances by both franchises. Things haven't gone quite as planned for either of these teams so far this season. After the 49ers 3-4 lost in a hyped Super Bowl rematch against the Kansas City Chiefs last week, they will face Dallas today and then head into their bye week. With the Cowboys coming off their bye week, they're looking to right the ship and start the second half of their season the right way. And the 49ers want to go into their bye week feeling good about what they have done and where they're at. The Cowboys had plenty of time to stew over a couple of blowout losses to the Saints and Lions, but the real focus was hopefully on fixing the problems that caused the spotty performances that we've seen this season. Dallas has been outrushed by 66 yards per game, the worst mark in the league and fifth worst in the franchise history through 6 games. Dak Prescott and the passing game have been inconsistent, and the defense as a whole has struggled under new coordinator Mike Zimmer. But the biggest issue has been turnovers with the Cowboys, committing 11 and generating only 5 takeaways after leading the NFL with 59 the previous 2 seasons under Dan Quinn. Aikman, who won 3 Super Bowls leading the Cowboys in the 90s, had some criticism about the Dallas receivers running lazy routes and mentioned CeeDee Lamb by name. Lamb's reaction to that was, "We've got to do better overall. That's all." Prescott, although not fully aware of Aikman's comments on their terrible route running, said that that's his job. "I think he gets paid to analyze and comment on things. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I think myself, CD, this team, everybody would say we have to do better." Whether he got personal, whether he went too far, once again, the guy gets paid to do that, and he's doing his job. Needless to say, both these teams are on a mission and have something to prove to both themselves and their fans. So buckle up and settle in for a game that's sure to change the trajectory of at least one of these 2 teams. Jafez, I think we have a clip of another player, Micah Parsons, who also had something to say about Troy's comments.
We hear a bunch of stuff, and you hear guys like some of the OGs, Troy Aikman, saying, the routes are terrible.
I think they run terrible routes, and I've thought that beyond this year.
But here's the truth, right? We're coming in, we're 3-3. It's the even slate at this point. I just think nothing else matters. The only thing that matters is just getting better. Obviously, we all look up to Troy, and we all respect and validate, people we look up to's opinions. I don't think all opinions are just, to attack. It's always to help, make you better. I think Troy was coming from a good place, but I just think, how the media is. They going to word it wrong. But I would just say is just, give that feedback to the players. If Troy had some advice or gave some, CD some advice, he will, take it full-heartedly. When D-Word texts me and say, "Hey, you need to start doing this, you need to incorporate this in your game," I'm like, all right, I bet. Because obviously he's a Hall of Famer. He's one of the great ones. I love getting that information. I'd rather hear Troy, tell the players that, we would love to get that insight in the facility.
Interesting.
Nice.
Is Micah Parsons wearing a Broncos jersey now? I don't know. Oof. That's tough right there.
Well, he's supporting all the teams. Now that was very impressive. I liked the way that all of them reacted to those comments. It was very professional, and you can tell that they have true passion, and I think they're going to come out and really surprise us.
Yep.
I do. All right, moving on. We've got to cover the Broncos, of course. And last week, because they had played on Thursday, I did cover that, that game, and we showed a clip and everything. So I'm going to talk about today's game. The Denver Broncos are in an unusual position as they get ready to take on the Carolina Panthers today. With the Broncos at 4-3 and the Panthers at a despairing 1-6, it's pretty damn obvious who's favored to win. For the second week in a row, the Panthers have made a plethora of roster changes going into today's game. With nearly 24 players on the injury report, their roster is nowhere near 100%. While on the other hand, the Broncos are thriving and striving hard to hone the skills of their most valuable players, and it seems to be working for them. The Broncos' defense is good enough to disrupt just about any offense in the NFL. Their special teams have been huge in terms of setting up the offense and defense for success. And recently, Javonte Williams has found his legs, making the rushing attack a key weapon. And that's a weapon that can only help Bo Nix continue to improve. When you put all these things together, I would say that Sean Payton has the team in a good position. These next 3 games are going to be tough. Even though it looks incredibly favorable for them today, they cannot overlook the Carolina Panthers with both the Chiefs and the Ravens on the horizon. So if the goal at the start of this season was to maybe make the playoffs and help Nix grow into a starting quarterback, they must continue to take care of business and stay focused. And I think that's what they're doing. This team is shaping up to do big things, and the playoffs are still in their sights. JFS, I think we have a clip of that Javonte Williams catching, finding his legs.
We don't need for chance. No, we stop. We definitely got. Damn, Javonte Williams, bro. Javonte having him a game. They send a blitz. Give it to Javonte. Javonte having him a game. Give it to Javonte running. Come on, bro. Javonte having him a game, bro. It's one of those Javonte games. No true. Javonte again. I'm telling you, it's one of those games with Javonte, bro, where he's gonna go up. Broncos defense is just no true. Here goes Williams again. I'm telling you, it's one of those Javonte games, bro. It's one of those Javonte games where he's just gonna go crazy. He hungry, bro. Was Javonte again? I'm telling you, it's one of those Javonte games where Javonte just it up. Oh my god, that's gonna be the title of today's video. No true. Javonte Williams.
Yeah, he's brutal.
Javonte Williams.
Anybody would like to have him on their team.
Right?
Yeah,
it's pretty impressive. I really do see that team turning around. I don't think it's over for them or the Cowboys. There's a lot of season left. Now we can't go on without a visit and a prediction from our favorite little doggy, Coco.
Coco.
And we're back for NFL football, and we have the Rams versus the Vikings today. Coco, who will win? Are you ready? Set, go. Ooh, the Vikings.
Yeah. Well, Coco is adorable. He just isn't getting it right. But I'll tell you, it was an upset for everybody. He kind of did have it with the rest of us. We all thought that, but
Yeah. I mean, I saw him kind of go towards the Rams first, but then he went back to the Vikings. So who knows?
little indecisive on that one. Yeah, I hope they're not putting money on any of these Coco bets, you know. Okay, so I did just want to talk a little bit about that Thursday night game between the Vikings and Rams. That was only the second loss of the season for the Vikings after a close game and a first loss to the Lions the week before. The entire game was a battle between two tough and determined teams, and the Rams came out on top. Although it was Nacua who took the spotlight early on in the game, it was Cooper Kupp who stole the show late with a safety to seal the deal and walk away with a 30-20 victory. It was highly disappointed for many, but it was an exciting game to see. And I think we have a clip of that exciting safety that took the game.
We do.
Perfect.
Darnold, look out, safety.
Yeah, where they face mask him.
Yeah, huge face mask. Right.
Yep.
Right there.
Oof.
I mean, anytime you see a guy's head get spun back.
Yeah, that's pretty brutal.
Oh, we don't call that play though. Like, come on, bro. Can we not call that?
Right? And remember that game, Eric? It was like I got so frustrated because every single play, flag, 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 holding, start, it was just everything they were calling, and then
There's that referee. There's that referee bus pulling up.
Yeah. It was crazy. I was so frustrated at how it was like watching flag football almost, with all of that. But at the same time, it was a very physical game, but there was just flags everywhere. And then for them to not see that one. It was a little infuriating. But thank you, JFaz. And one final note, I did want to say that last week we had our Canadian friend up here, Freedom, and he shared with us some things about the CFL and his team, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. At that point, the Bombers had just lost to the Toronto Argonauts, breaking their 8-game winning streak. But they chalked that loss up as a learning opportunity and joined their families and friends for a Thanksgiving feast and a chance to count their many blessings. And this weekend, they traveled to Montreal to face the Alouettes, where they needed to either win or at least a tie to claim the West Division. It was a literal nail biter, with both the wind and rain picking up in the final seconds of the game, along with the Bombers' kicker, Castillo, scoring a 51-yard field goal for a 28-27 victory. Go Blue. That had to have been an exciting game.
Absolutely. Wonderful. Thank you very much, Janie, for the news and reports there. That's great. Okay. Well, she left the stream. She'll be back. Here she is. Okay. So let's go. She left the stream after it. So let's go right into our picks here for next week. We got to get those done. All right. So very first, we have the Baltimore Ravens at the Cleveland Browns.
Ravens.
Ravens all day, yeah.
Yes.
Rip, who do you think, bud?
Going with the Ravens as well.
Okay. What does chat say? Nothing. Chat says absolutely nothing.
Ratbirds, Ravens.
All right. We'll go with the Ravens for them. All right. How about the Tennessee Titans at Detroit Lions?
Lions.
Everybody agree?
Lions.
Chat.
Ravens. They had the Ravens. So far, that's all I see.
Yeah.
Titans, Lions. So Lions.
Indianapolis Colts at the Houston Texans.
Texans.
Yep, I'll go with Texans.
Just try to.
I like the Texans. I'm kind of a big Texans fan.
Of course you are.
I tend to root for them. Yeah.
We got Texans and Colts now.
Ooh, Colts, Texans, and then Lions.
Colts, Texans, and Lions.
I'll say the Colts take it.
Yeah, I'm going to say the Colts for them. Yeah. Okay. Next, we have the Green Bay Packers at the Jacksonville Jags.
I think I'm gonna go with the Packers.
I'm gonna take the Jags.
Tommy, you want the Jags?
Packers.
Okay. Everybody going with the Pack?
Yes.
No, I want the Jags.
All right.
I think Trevor Lawrence is going to step it up.
Packers.
Yes. That's always you never know. All right. Packers. Okay. Well, that's what the chat wants.
Mm-hmm.
Packers. All right. How about the Arizona Cardinals at the Miami Dolphins? I'm taking Arizona.
Cardinals.
I'll go with the Dolphins.
Yeah. Rip's going with the Dolphins, huh?
Yep. Tua's back.
Oh.
Tua is back. Yes.
Okay. We'll see what happens. What do we got for the? We got the Cards. It looks like.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We'll go with the Cards on that one for everybody, then except Rip. Okay. How about the New York Jets at the New England Patriots?
Jets.
That's all day.
You're going with the Pat. Oh my God, Rip is really.
Yeah, Pats are gonna get their second win. Fuck
all
the
right.
Jets.
We got the Jets. We got the Pats. Who else we got?
Pats, Jets. It looks like Chat had. Oh, maybe not. Oh, Chat still has Pats. It looks like by one.
Yeah, Chat's going with the Pats.
Right, we'll go with the Pats on that. Okay, how about Atlanta at Tampa Bay?
Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Tampa on this
Yeah.
one.
Yep.
Tampa
Yep,
Bay.
Tampa.
I've been feeling
Tampa.
Baker Mayfield lately.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody feeling Tampa?
Up here, it sounds like I don't see it the chat yet for me. Oh, Tampa. Mm-hmm.
Tampa.
Ooh, 2 Tampa, 2 Atlanta. Someone want to break the tie?
No.
Mary Lou, you said are you here? You wanted to break the tie? I don't think she's here though.
Somebody break that tie.
Okay. We got Tampa Bay.
All right, everybody's going with Tampa. All right, next we got the Bears at Washington.
The Bears are who we thought they were. That's why we took the damn field.
Washington.
Now, if you want to crown them, then crown their ass. But they are.
That song is actually clear cut.
And we let them off the hook.
I'm taking Chicago on that one.
I was just gonna say that's not actually clear cut as you think it would be.
Yeah.
Bears aren't bad.
Yeah.
Who do you want, Janie?
I'm gonna go with the Bears.
Okay. And then what is
I'm still taking Washington though.
You're taking Washington, Eric?
Yes, sir. Yep. It looks like the chat. Washington, 3 Washington,
Bears.
2 Bears.
No,
Oh,
3
nope.
Bears.
Yeah, you're
Another
right. You're right.
Washington, so the Washington takes it.
All right. All right. How about New Orleans Saints at LA Chargers? I'm going to take
Saints.
LA.
Yeah.
Chargers.
Yeah, I'm taking the Chargers.
Eric, you want the Saints?
I sure do. I don't like the Chargers.
All right. So we got Saints, Chargers, Saints. Oh, we got a tie. Next one takes it. Come on. Somebody pick
Come on,
something.
Mary Lou, I'm calling you out. Pick one.
Yeah.
Oh, Wally got it. Wally picked it. Thanks.
Now it's tied again.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I gave him. All right. So we're tied again?
Yep.
Yeah, because Mary Lou had to fuck it up.
Oh, I called her out to do it.
One more,
That was my
guys.
fault.
So we got the Saints. Killing time. Did it.
Saints.
Okay. Buffalo Bills at Seattle.
Buffalo.
Bills.
Buffalo.
Bills.
Yeah, I think I'm taking Bills too. I had to think about it. Yeah.
You better pick the Bills.
Everybody's going with the Bills. Yeah, it looks like Bills, Seattle, Bills. All right, we'll go with Buffalo. How about Philadelphia Eagles at Cincinnati Bengals?
I'm gonna take the Eagles.
Yeah, me too.
Yep. Why?
I want to take Joey B in the Bengals.
You gonna take?
Ooh.
I'm going to go with the Bengals too.
Well, Eric actually does need to make up some ground, so that's not a bad strategy.
Yeah, I know. I thought about changing one of mine back there just to try and do that.
Well, we still got a couple left here. There's Carolina at Denver.
Denver.
Of course.
Take Denver.
Denver.
Chat. Be good.
Denver. Donkeys. 3D pops. Damn it.
Yeah.
Everybody's going with Denver.
What about Are you taking Denver, Janie?
Yeah. I thought I said it. Yeah.
Kansas at the Raiders.
Kansas City.
Kansas all day.
Blowout city.
Yep.
Eric,
I'm gonna say Raiders because my body can't say Chiefs, so I'm gonna say Raiders.
It's gonna be
You like the
42-3.
Raiders more than the Chiefs?
I don't like. I do like the Raiders more than the Chiefs. I do.
That's gross.
All right, guys. The game of the week: Dallas Cowboys versus San Fran.
Cool. San Fran.
I'm going to take the boys, man. I'm going to take the boys. I think they're going to do it. Don't you copy me.
The Niners.
I'll go on with the 49ers.
Grips with San Fran. What about you, Eric?
I'm with San Fran 49ers.
Okay.
Dallas
Chat.
wins by 10 or more.
Big chat wants San Fran.
Yeah.
San Fran.
Chat's got San Fran, yeah.
How about the New York Giants Monday night? New York Giants at Pittsburgh. Ooh, this is the nicer
Pittsburgh.
The Steelers. The Steelers.
Yep.
Russ is gonna cook.
He's gonna rust them out.
Wait, is that true? Sparky wants the Steelers?
Well, yeah.
Confirmed in chat. Confirmed.
There you go. All right. Everybody's going Steelers. All right. Then we have next Thursday night, Halloween night, actually, the scary teams. Houston Texans at New York Jets.
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna take the Jets. Jets.
I'll take the Jets on that too.
I'm taking Houston.
That's the Thursday night game.
Yes.
This one's for you, Tom.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the Jets on that one.
You're going with the Jerks? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Jerks.
I love Tom, but I'm taking the Texans.
Yeah, me and you stand tall on that one. All right. What do we got in the chat here? Jets, Texans. It looks like the Texans people want.
Well, this is I'm going to try to, my Browns pick from last week.
Sure.
Hell yeah.
Wonderful. Well, we got the picks in. Let's just go real quick on some Halloween stuff here real quick. We got this little video. Players arriving in costume.
Oh, that's a good Joker. I like that.
Yeah.
Hey, the Akatsuki. Shout out to Naruto. Go to the Jets players. I love that.
Real Patterson.
But you just said you hate the Jets.
But I like Naruto, so that evens out.
Right.
Killing time is still picking picks, guys.
He's behind.
All right, now we'll do this one here too. This one's from the Cardinals Stadium, actually.
Go with candy corn. Those are terrible.
Candy corn is fine.
That's terrible. No, that's terrible.
What?
I gave the kid cashews. It looked at me and it was really disappointed.
Yeah, those are gross. Black red vines. Why gotta put the 4 worst candies in the world?
We're telling you, we're asking you what the worst one is.
Huh?
We're asking you what the worst one is.
Black licorice, yeah.
See, black licorice is disgusting.
That milk does look kind of weak. Come on, candy corn nasty as hell. You got no taste buds. You eat that shit.
Yeah, black licorice, red vines. Candy corn.
Either black licorice or a Tootsie Roll though. Black licorice or the candy corn.
Oh.
Absolutely the worst. Now that is just a list of eat-ass candy bars. Milk duds.
Tootsie Roll.
Milk duds.
Oh, what's the worst? Candy corn? Yeah. Probably the candy corn. No, Tootsie Roll for sure though. Tootsie Roll is terrible.
I love candy corn. I think that shit's good. I don't care what anybody says.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Well, that pretty much wraps it up. We do have a little bit of a slideshow to kind of go through at the end here. But before we do that, any last words from anybody?
Go Broncos.
Go
Broncos. Exactly what I was going to say, Tommy. There you
Go
go.
Lions.
Thank
Go
you, Rick,
Lions.
for going up.
Go Pats. Fuck the Jets. Fuck the Jets.
the dead.
All right, guys. So some Halloween picks here. Here we go. We got a cheerleader as Wonder Woman. Oh, look at this.
Cheater. Oh.
Cheater. LOL. Shots fired. There's a good Detroit one.
That one's dope. I'm not a Browns fan, but that one's really cool.
Pretty cool too. Absolutely. This must have been an older pick. But that's still kind of cool.
Hey, Sugar Bean, have a great day, and thank you for being here.
Love you, Sugar Bean. That one's dope. I like that one.
Yeah.
It's my favorite one.
Hey.
Gotta love that, right?
Mm-hmm. Very cool. Pretty cool lines right up in the center.
Halloween skills.
Hey, she's Spider-Man or Spider-Woman.
I like that.
Oh, that one's cool.
Isn't it cool?
It reminds me of Scorpion from Mortal Kombat.
You can see Mortal today. He's busy though.
Ooh.
Happy Halloween, everyone.
Happy Halloween, everybody. 4th and Goal. We'll see you next week.
Happy Halloween.
Ooh.
Happy Halloween. Have fun, everybody.